And we are live. Welcome back, everybody. Waffleboard breaks. Here we are, box 692. Last two boxes before the reload goes in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A couple spots left. Not going to force anybody to grab them if you don't want, if you want Closer Mojo. But there will be community spots if they're not claimed. So I'm willing to do that for you guys. Three technically community spots right now. We also have a trigger box, box 17, our oldest box on the left column there. The top box is our oldest box. That is a trigger box. If we hit 17 in the random, we will open up another box completely free. So basically, you have a 1 in 27 chance tonight because if 17 hits, we will go 1 in 27, the remaining boxes. So everybody has a chance. 1 in 28 for the first box. If 17 hits, you have a 1 in 27 on the second box. So just so you know, same thing will happen for Thursday if we don't hit 17 tonight. Of course, we have 1 in 27 for the first random, and if 17 hits, then you have a 1 in 26 chance at the last box before the reload. But it will be 1 in 27 unless 17 hits. So I got everything on the table in front of us now. We have, what do we got? We got 10 on the right side. That's our most recent reload. We've gotten through, I think, 6 of them, so there's now 10 left. We have the middle 12. The last 2 reloads before that, 6 each. So there's 12 boxes in the middle from the May and the June reload. So all July reload is on the right side. May and June are in the center, and then everything before May. Just 6 boxes now left. There's 1 double box run and 4 single box runs. You guys should know which is in those boxes if we hit those numbers. Obviously, our oldest box, of course, is 17. That's the trigger box. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not rooting for or against anything. This is fun. Once we get to this, it's all for you guys mostly. I try to keep the spot prices as low as I can, to benefit, to at least get a little bit more to breaking even. But of course, if 17 hits, that's 2 jerseys I'll give it away. So that's even. I'll be taking on the chin on that one, but that's fine. Like I said, you guys deserve for the chance at a free box. You guys deserve a chance at community hits. It's just fun for me. Getting down to this few boxes is patently absurd. But here we are, 28 boxes, 127 really box odds for anybody to hit their spot. Of course, 17 the trigger box. We got a pretty good crowd. Like I said, it's slow going sometimes in the summertime, but we got a pretty good turnout tonight. Like I said, not missing our eBay weekend people. Ron's taking the sabbatical. Of course, no Big Al again tonight as well. We haven't seen some of our other pretty much regulars haven't been in recently. We'll see if they come back with the reload comes in. It's always something that might trigger somebody's interest to jump back in. And we are missing a couple of our recent regulars as well. But we got Greg K in tonight, Nick F, Ty T, Thomas M. And Thomas M hit last, so there we go. We won the last 2 bounces. Brett Jean JG father son duo in tonight with Steve S. Islanders Pride. Who else we got? We got Daryl L, Ash D, CK. Let me see who else is in there. I think that's everybody. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 or 11. It's I think about 11 people. It's gonna be tough when you get down to 20 boxes. There's not a lot to go around. I know most people have grabbed a couple. Nobody's got more than 3 or 4, I think, is the max for anybody. So it gets tough when you're claiming. Obviously, the stragglers, you can always better your odds if you want to grab one of those. Of course, we know Closer Mojo exists. Your other spots are affected if you grab one of the lates to the last 3 boxes, but that's just how it works. They transfer over to your other spots. We've seen that happen before as well. Somebody grabs one of the closer spots and one of the earlier claimed spots or eBay spots hits, and that's fine by me as well. So you guys know the drill. I haven't even started building the boxes yet. I'll be doing that over the next day or so. Of course, we're still doing a box on Thursday, no matter what comes out tonight. Spots went live today on eBay. I haven't even checked them, but I entered them, and they should have gone live already on eBay with the reload. I have one more jersey I'm waiting to get in. It should get here by Friday, and of course the pictures will go up. We'll do the boxing up video most likely Saturday morning. I'll have the boxes built by then. I'll probably do a meeting later tonight, but just get them out of the way. But other than that, like I said, some jerseys have been grabbed coming in for the next reloads, already working ahead of time. I just got another jersey today that there's a different version boxed up ready, so I can't, have that ready for the next reload left. I got about 3 or 4 jerseys that have a version that's in the boxes or in this coming reload. So you guys got to help me. Obviously, the randomizer has got to help everybody by hitting some of the older stuff and stuff that I have backups for. That benefits me greatly. But I'm trying to think what we got. We still have. I think there's at least 2 or 3 first timers in this reload. I've been able to do that for pretty much. I've been checking, the past, breaks. What you got? Barber. Nick F is grabbing the Barber Hall of Famer off the boards. Very good, Nick. Grabbing the Hall of Famer, Bill Barber. Of course, the other 2 are Seattle. We don't reach much to the West Coast, even though they're a recent expansion team. Geeky, there it is. One of the current goal scorers for the Boston Bruins. Obviously, it's a Seattle Kraken Adidas. It does not have the inaugural patch. I believe he was there during the expansion. So Nick F is grabbing the Geeky. That leaves us just with the Grubauer. Not going to force it on anybody. We'll have that as community spot. Grubauer hits, we will definitely random it to the room. So basically you have Grubauer as a community hit and 17 as our trigger box. So that's always fun to have that. But yeah, so Nick F, I got you down for both the Barber and the Geeky. Love the Geeky, even though it's a Seattle Kraken. Like, he is really. Oh, there it is. Jake G looking for the closer mojo, which he knows for sure exists. I'm still in shock that Jake didn't hit the second box on Sunday, because that was, it was a 50-50 shot. He had a double box run, a 2-box run, and it came down to either Thomas or JG. I didn't make the announcement, but I wasn't, like I said, I knew looking at their spots that Jake had one of the 2 spots. I don't think ever we've had Jake and Brett hit both on the same night. So it was pretty cool. Like I said, I was wondering if I was going to win the box up, and obviously Thomas hadn't hit in a while. I know Brett G hadn't hit in a while. So some of you guys, Jake hit it a little more recently, but I was looking at, I think 11 of the last 12 boxes had different people. So that was pretty crazy. 11. Like I said, it's always nice when you have somebody go on a heater. I enjoy that. Like I said, having gone on heaters in my distant past, it's a feeling when you feel like the box is going to be your jersey, it's just amazing. Sometimes you get on a roll, whether it's back to back, whether it's it's 3 out of 5, whether it's 4 out of 6. Nothing is cooler than that when you get in that zone where you're like, okay, the randomizer is shining on me for the forever stretch. Because they never last, but it's always fun when you go into heaters. So I enjoy when people go into heaters, but at the same time, I do enjoy when there's a spread of their wealth. And right now, 11 of the last 12 jerseys, I think, were different people. The only person that's gone twice, that would be Nick. Nick actually had back-to-back, so he's the only person of the last 12 that's different. And actually before those 12, I think Nick had hit 2 of the 3 or 4 before that too. So he was a bit on a heater, and then he got stopped, and then it's been a different winner every box almost, except for Nick's back-to-back. So it's like I said, that's fun. Like I said, I'm in the breaks with you guys, whether they're here, like obviously I'm not in these, but with Daryl's or Nick's over and whatnot, or Big Al's over doing his East Coast stuff. Haven't been in any of the multi-sports in quite some time, but there has been spots in there that I've grabbed, but that's forever ago. Like I said, I never even think about the multi-sport stuff on the weekend. But like I said, I know how it feels when the randomizer seems to be shining on you, and it's so much fun. The losses hurt. Obviously, nobody likes to lose. But it is nice when you go on the heaters. You're like, okay, it's me tonight. It's me tonight. So yeah, when I'm like, oh, Brett had the first jersey, and then I said, okay, here we go. We got a 50-50 shot. thought it was going to be Jake's night, but it was not. Thomas M decided to shake it off and take a hit. He hadn't hit in about a month or so as well. So it's always good when you guys break out of your cold streaks, and see if your window is going to go on a heater. But like I said, I was thinking about it today. I was like, we haven't had a double box week before a reload, so it was kind of cool. I was like, okay, it's good we're doing 2 boxes this week, because I like when the odds are this good to give you guys at least 2 shots. 1 in 28, technically 27, because of the free box or the trigger box, and then of course Thursday we'll be down to 1 in 26 with the 27th trigger box. It's pretty cool once you get down. I mean, you can't go much lower. It's mathematically impossible for me, but at the same time, it feels good. We're doing 2 boxes this week. So like I said, then we're going to load it back up. I think 14 are going in. So I'll get it back up to 30 or 29, depending on or 39. What is it we up to? We'll be down to 26. We'll be at 39 probably, I think, with if we hit 17 over the next couple boxes, but then 40 is probably what you're looking at. So, and then like I said, we'll start chipping away again, just like that. So, like I said, we're less than 5 weeks, I think, from the start of games. We got camps and development camps and late signings, and unfortunately watching out for the injuries. But it's every bit of hockey news I can grab it. I absorb that. Trying to pay attention when the articles come across. Lately, we've been doing NHL's been doing the top 20 at all different positions. I've been enjoying those, knowing where some of my fantasy teams sit. So I'm like, okay, the wingers. I was like, okay, here we go. The wingers. Of course, I have Cooch. He was the number 1 winger, but then I had a couple, and then the defensemen. I had pretty good defense this year. So seeing those guys, I had only one of the top 10, but then you had like 4 or 5 of the rest of the 20. So it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're heading the right direction, though nobody can predict, cold spells or bad seasons like Braden Point last year. Had a terrible year. Hopefully he can rebound a little bit from that. I know he's fighting off some injuries, but I don't have him on my team, but everybody's affected by that. I do have Hedman, and he had a terrible down year with injuries, and I'm not sure he'll ever get back to what he was before. We're kind of looking at the sunset seasons of the Victor Hedman era, future Hall of Fame career. But at the same time, I root him on him every game. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, just 1 box tonight. We'll be down to probably 27 for Thursday, 26 if we can hit 17. The randomizers avoided that for quite some time. Obviously, we haven't hit that. That's been skipped a while ago. They said we're up to 61 for this new batch, and then there's nobody skipped. So it goes from 62 to low mid 70s, I think, is how maybe 74, 75. So that's going to be this batch. Other than that, like I said, let's get to it. I said nothing really else to wait on. Let's get the break in here. So good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody in the room. Good luck, everybody watching once it's posted. Of course, I'll end whatever hits tonight on eBay, and I'll chop it off the spot price preview and throw it back up. Same spot prices for Thursday's box, minus whatever hits tonight. So no adjustments in prices at all. You guys get that as a benefit. Same prices for Thursday's box. Just 1 box better odds for you guys. So let's get going. Where's my list? My dice. Here's my dice. Here's my lists. Okay. Oh, that's the name list. Box list. Okay. Very good. Okay. You guys know always what we do. 5 or more on our boxes or our dice roll. And then we're gonna random that many times the list of box numbers. So there they are, all the way through 61, and all the way to that's the July, then the 6 from June, 6 from May, and then of course 11 where we had skipped. That's where they start running into everything before May. So there's 4 single box runs, including 17, and 43 and 47, I believe, are together. Is that true? That is true. So good luck, everybody, tonight. Let's do it. And we'll be back at it. Same thing on Thursday. Let's do it. 5 or more in a dice roll and see what we got. Good luck, everybody. 11. So big number. Big number. Lots of randoms. Let's see what that means for you guys. We've been in the 6, 7, and 8 for a while. So Here we go. 11 times the lists. Where's our list? Where's the number? Here we go. 1, 28 boxes. Crazy me get done this with 28, man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the box tonight's 1 in 28 odds, unless it's 17. Boom. 47. Michael Irvin. 28 boxes, 11 times. Box 47. 47. Oh, 47 is an old box. 11 times. Box 47. 11 times. Oh, not the single box run. That leaves us with 5 single boxes after that. Oh, let's get that box out of there. So 47 will go away. Let's see. Okay, boom, 47. They're gone. Dice roll reset. Very good. Oh, here we go. Box 47. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, box 47. Here it is, old stuff. Of course, it's the one with the picture attached. Change that back to that. Box 47 it is. Okay, very good. Fix that up there. Okay, box 47. Been with us a while. Box 47. Michael Irvin, to me, I don't know who, I can't remember anybody actually having 47. It's not the defenseman number in hockey, but Michael Irvin's not 47. Forever and ever, amen. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Let me see who we got here lined up for this one. Very good. Very good. I think when the old stuff gets cleared out before the reload, that's always fun. So there we go. Then we got one more box on Thursday, but let's see what we got for tonight. Box 47. Ooh, this is a nice one. This has been chased. Brayden McNabb, Stanley Cup champion, Vegas Golden Knights on the Adidas, AJ Sports, COA, Brayden McNabb, Vegas Golden Knights Adidas. Beautiful, beautiful jersey. There it is. There's our AJ Sports COA, just with a regular QR code. There it is. With the gray Stanley Cup champion with the fight strap. Of course, they've now been there 3 times, 9 years. Absolutely gorgeous, detailed, textured crest on the Vegas Golden Knights. One of the most beautiful up-close crest in the league. Absolutely gorgeous. Vegas with their stars and their swords. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Number 3, Brayden McNabb. Adidas Pro finally comes out. Who had Brayden tonight? Brayden tonight goes to, he's been chasing him on and off. Ty T. Congratulations, Tyrone. Stepping in, grabbing the McNabb. Very, very nice. He's not been with that every single time, but I know he's had him a lot. So congratulations, Ty, on the Brayden Vegas Golden Knights Adidas Pro gray jersey. Congratulations. Fine, sir. It's been a long time chase. Very nice to see you go to somebody that's had him a lot, too. Not every time, but congratulations on that one. Nick missed out on the 50-50, the coin flip. Antone Chigger. What is the most you ever lost on a coin flip? There we go. Congratulations, Ty T, winning the McNabb. Sorry, of course, for everybody that did not hit. Double sorry for Nick. Obviously, we know how it feels when you lose the coin tosses. But McNabb going to Ty T tonight. He's had him a bunch, more definitely recently as well. So congratulations to him. We are now down to 27 boxes for Thursday nights. Of course, I'll end McNabb on eBay Like I said, really your odds are 1 in 26, which is crazy because 17 is the trigger box. So 17 hits on the random. Basically you're looking at 26 boxes to be random for the second one, which is completely free. So there we go. Very, very nice. You hit it for Nift. Oh, you're hoping there's a FNUF kind of night. Yeah, like I said, it's crazy. I've actually seen that happen where the same guys hit in different rooms the same night, which is absolutely bizarre. I mean, think about it, mathematical odds of something like that. Of course, the odds are 1 in whatever in each of the rooms, but the same player hitting in multiple rooms same night has happened, which is just bizarre. But there we go. Like I said, and obviously, and even FNUF had a 50-50 shot with the McNabb. So there we go. Very, very nice. Congratulations, Ty. I don't know if you're watching live or you'll watch later. But until then, it's Thursday night, of course. We'll be back at it. I appreciate everybody with the fills. And even though we had a community spot, it does not matter to me because you guys deserve having a community spot every couple times. But yeah, I appreciate the help and support. And we'll be back to it Thursday night. Last box before the reload goes in. Make sure you check out the spots, get your placeholders, and like your spots to come back later and bid on them. I'm sure Sunday night has got absolutely crazy. I know some of you guys have reached out to me and I don't know exactly which targets are which, but some of you guys are ready to roll on Sunday. So that should be fun. But till then, one more box Thursday night. It's going to be fun. And definitely see you guys back here. Maybe I'll try to get over to, like I said, Nick, let me know what else hit in your room tonight. You got Dion hit. I don't know if you're still in here. I'll shoot you a message if you're not. But like I said, I don't know if you sent me an invite for the private room, but I definitely want to check that out. Maybe I'll get back on Thursday if I can do earlier. Who else? You got the CK hit. Oh, and Luke Hughes. Nice. Like I said, I've been checking out Luke Hughes, thinking about grabbing one. But like I said, he's not, my boy Dougie Hamilton is still the main man in the Devils. But Luke is kind of primed, ready to take over as their number one defense guy. But until he takes that next step, Dougie is more than capable. Though he's high priced, so they probably got to move on from him at some point in time. But he's still locked in as their number one guy. I'd love to see Luke Hughes be the man there. Who knows if he ends up, if the brothers end up together at some point in time. Though he's him and Jack together right now. But yeah, CK and the CK, that was cool. CK too. So yeah, it's a nice night over there. Dion FNUF, CK and Luke Hughes, McNabb coming out here, going to Ty. And then of course, Big Al last night in his first 2 boxes, he had Cooley. The Cooley jersey came out, and I don't know what the first one was. Second was a Cooley. The first one was a Cooley. The Logan Cooley and Will Cooley. It was a Cooley kind of night over at Big Al's last night. So yeah, Logan Cooley it was. It wasn't Gunther. It was Logan Cooley. So Cooley and Cooley, and that's kind of bizarre too. Obviously, there's 60 different boxes in the East Coast of whatever, if he has 20 of them, that hit Cooley and Cooley on the same night is a little bizarre. So freaky mathematical occurrences. It was worth a shot thinking FNUF was going to come out in both rooms. That's craziness too. So thank you, everybody, though. Look forward to seeing you guys back here on Thursday night. I'll get the going boxing this stuff up. Like I said, whatever hits Thursday, I'll be sending that out Sunday morning or Saturday morning as well. After I do the boxing the video. But till then, I'll see you guys back here Thursday night. I will get the spot price preview up right away, minus the McNabb, and I'll get you guys ready on eBay, take down the McNabb spot as well. So thank you much, everybody. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks is out for tonight. See you guys on Thursday. Take care.